Breaking news right now, London police have raised the death toll in the Grenfell Tower fire to now 30 people dead. Come to your screen and take a look. That charred skeleton, all that remains of the Grenfell Tower today. They're also saying right now 12 people still in critical condition in the hospital, and at least 65 people are still missing. That search still ongoing inside the building. Could take weeks, could take months for emergency crews to get through that entire building. They don't expect to find any more survivors. However, right now police say there's nothing to suggest that fire.
Now on the breaking news for overnight, Russia says the head of ISIS is dead. The Russian Defense Ministry says Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi was killed in a Russian strike last month. Dan Snyder's been following this closely. Dan, so many new details coming out by the moment.
Yeah, and here's what the Russian Foreign Ministry is saying this morning. They're saying Baghdadi was killed as part of an airstrike in late May that targeted ISIS leadership just outside their de facto capital of Raqqa in Syria. We do have the wanted poster for Baghdadi we can show you this morning that's really been circulating for years and years. He's been on the run for 3 years. The last time we heard from Baghdadi was in November of 2016 when he released an audio tape urging militants to continue the fight for Mosul. Now, the U.S.-led anti-Islamic State coalition on the ground in Syria says right now it cannot confirm that Baghdadi is dead. This is also not the first time someone has claimed that Baghdadi is dead. It's happened several times since he claimed himself the head of the Islamic State Caliphate back in 2014. All of those turned out
Jordan, thank you. And our team coverage of severe weather continues. We're going to go now to Fox 25's Dan Snyder. He's been out covering these storms as well. He's live in Ada, near where a tornado warning was issued earlier on tonight. Dan, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Jen, and Ada really kind of took the brunt of today's severe weather here in Oklahoma. The National Weather Service confirming a tornado touchdown. We were in that area just east of Ada where that tornado touched down earlier today. We ran into the sheriff and some deputies. They were actually out responding to some damage reports. They said everything pretty minor so far, but they're still out looking. So if you do have damage, report that to the sheriff or to the fire department there in Ada. Another thing Ada got hit with, some pretty damaging hail. I want to show you that right now. Take a look. Here's some good-sized pieces of hail, and just for scale, got our handy-dandy pink golf ball there. Now, this hail, as Jordan showed you Colleen Wilson's photo, Colleen with me right now, this hail has melted significantly, but this is some pretty sizable hail that came down here just east of Ada. But, you know, all things considered, not too bad. Not too bad a shape. We did just have a storm come through, a small storm, just about 10 minutes ago, and there is still some lightning in the surrounding area. Many Oklahomans will never forget. Each year we honor those lost in the Oklahoma City bombing. But what about the story of those who survived and the rescue workers who were on scene? Joining me this morning, Princella Smith and Kyle Rourke. Princella, executive producer and writer of the new film that's going to be coming out, Beauty for Ashes, that really kind of goes through the 95 bombing here in downtown Oklahoma City. Can you tell us a little bit about your inspiration into wanting to make this film?
Yes, so actually the inspiration is the title, Beauty for Ashes. So as people in Oklahoma know, there have been a lot of documentaries about it, and it mainly focused on the bombing itself. And so hosting my radio show in Little Rock one day, I had a guest come on, and she talked about her experience and two loved ones that she lost. And for whatever reason, I kept digging and kept going and found these amazing stories of people in Oklahoma who actually had very positive things happen after the bombing. And so that was the inspiration.
All right, so tell us a little bit about what the plot's going to surround.
Okay,
here.
So the plot, we cover several different stories, but the main plot centers around Erin Alman Koch. She's mainly known for being the mother of the child that Chris Fields is holding. But what a lot of people don't know is that Erin actually got a bill passed in Congress to help promote glass safety. And those are things that people don't know. We picked another guy, Dr. Raymond King, who actually, he was a doctor, but he ended up going to law school because people's insurance did not cover acts of terror. So he ends up going to law school. Dana Bradley, she's mainly known for having her leg cut off live, but she actually gave the testimony that ended up really helping to put Timothy McVeigh away. And then we also talk about Chris Fields and his battle with PTSD. So we're kind of telling the untold stories of the bombing.
And you just saw a little bit of the trailer for Beauty for Ashes there. I got to say, the first time I watched the trailer on the website, beautyforashesmovie.com, I got chills.
Yeah.
I got chills. I thought it was beautifully done. Kyle, let's go to you. You're going to be playing one of the firefighters, first responders that was on scene there. Tell us a little bit about your role.
Well, I play a character called Jackson Mays. He's one of the only fictional characters in the film, but he's a compilation
Major
of
breaking news right now into the live desk. Reports of a shooting at a baseball field in Alexandria, Virginia, where some GOP congressmen were at a practice. Fox News right now is reporting that Louisiana Congressman and House Majority Whip Steve Scalise was among those hit. Several other aides have also been reportedly shot during the shooting. Now, our sister station, WJLA, right now is reporting that a suspect is in custody. There are reports of upwards of 50 shots fired at this baseball field in Alexandria, Virginia. What we do know right now, Fox News saying that House Majority Whip Steve Scalise was hit in this shooting. We are checking for details right now, but this is a major breaking incident near the nation's capital. 3 inmates who escaped from the Lincoln County Jail still on the run tonight. Authorities are continuing the search for Brian Moody, Mark Robbins, and Sonny Baker after the 3 climbed to freedom through the jail's air conditioning vents late Thursday night. It's believed the men stole 2 pickup trucks in the area, one containing a loaded gun and credit cards. Those cards were reportedly used later that morning at a convenience store in Midwest City, and police are looking into potential family ties there as well. Police say while none of the men have violent criminal past, they should be considered armed and say if you see these suspects, do not approach and call 911 immediately.